So look, bro, another reaction video. Consistent Ghost in the building. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. I hope everybody's straight. I also want to thank everybody over there on my Patreon. Y'all see, as of yesterday, I started going back hard. What I didn't know on my Patreon is, look, I be having so much stuff going on. I be having other people like upload my Patreon videos. But they don't know nothing about Patreon, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real, it's my sister. So she was uploading my videos to a tier that wasn't even ready. It was unpublished. Nobody wasn't getting no videos, but from this day forward, I'll probably put the link in the description. Patreon videos is back up, better than ever. I'm not finna, oh yeah, congratulations to the winner on the 50. You know I'm gonna pin that comment at the top. No, we finna get into this video though. This that missing person video. Let's go.
Unsolved disappearances often cause families and investigators to become frustrated when there aren't enough clues or witnesses that can aid in an investigation.
This is what I was telling my mom. My mom know a lady whose daughter came up missing like 37 years ago. Never been found, ever. And I was telling my mom, like, I don't even think I can go on with life if I was not your kids, bro. And to everybody out there that got kids, y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's my son, Stefan. I lost Stefan one time, right? Not lost him, but y'all know Stefan, my oldest, he 11 years old, but he got autism. So he used to be infatuated with like flushing toilets for some reason. We up at Walmart shopping, I turn around, my son is gone. To make a long story short, my heart panicked. I'm checking all the exits. It's like 30 minutes go by, I feel like I'm melting, you know what I'm saying? Then some lady come out the bathroom, is this him, is this him? He was, oh my God, you talk about a reliever. Let's get into this video.
But when there is evidence, such as mysterious disappearances caught on camera, it becomes even more frustrating when the missing person is still nowhere to be found. Number 5. The mysterious disappearance of Iwona Wieczorek is one of the most widely covered Polish cases in the country's history. In 2010, Iwona was fresh out of high school, and she was planning to go on a holiday trip to...
She looked like she about 5'4", 90 pounds, and she's cute. I hope whatever happens to her, she wasn't out by herself. That is how I feel about life when it comes to females, you know. Y'all too vulnerable, y'all is. And let's be real. If you out here, probably from a scale from a 1 to 10, you a 0.6, like you just ugly, ain't nobody kidnapping you. You can walk from here to Vegas, or from, I'm in Vegas right now, from here to LA, you gonna be good. Like, dang, she look tired. But if you up here, you know what I'm saying, you cute, you gotta, they be looking for those types.
Spain in the near future, while waiting for information on her university admission. On Friday, the 6th of July, she attended a party that was being held at an allotment by one of her friends. Following that, she went to a nightclub along with her friend, Adria, and 3 colleagues named Powell, Marek, and Adrian. While in the club, an argument broke out, though it's unclear what it was about. Iwona's friends say that she left the club after losing her temper and walked towards the seaside promenade, as is evidenced by...
What type of friend? You know what I'm saying? Especially females, bro. Y'all know when females is out at the club, they even go to the bathroom together. You know what I'm saying? Come with me to the bathroom. You ain't even gotta say come with me. So she'd be like, I'm about to go to the bathroom. All right, I'm gonna come with. You know how y'all always still be trying to be cute. I'm gonna come with. Why would y'all let her leave the club by herself? Not only that, why y'all let her leave the club, period? You know what I'm saying? And that's probably a Friday or Saturday night when all the creeps is out.
By CCTV footage from outside the club. She had no money on her, and her phone's battery was almost empty.
Wow.
She stayed on the promenade until the break of dawn at around 4 a.m. and started to head home on foot through Seaside Boulevard. Her house was about 3.5 miles.
Hold on, what time did she leave the club? For her to be on a promenade, for a lot of people don't know what a promenade is, it's basically like a boardwalk. Some little nice landscape, maybe on the beach, the lake, something that overlooks something. Y'all get what I'm saying? Was she just standing there for like, what time she leave the club, bro? We gonna say 1 o'clock? Was she standing there for 3 hours? Did she leave at 12 o'clock and was standing there for 4 hours? And when she left the club, nobody didn't chase her? This is kind of
away, and her feet were sore from wearing high heels all night. On her way home, she texted multiple people, including Adria, saying that she's upset that she didn't follow her out of the club.
Exactly.
She then phoned Adria, who says that they managed to settle the argument over the phone. Just after 4 a.m., she called Adria again to say that her phone was dying and to tell her where she was.
If she was doing all that, if you was that mad at Adria, why are you calling her all night? Another thing, and this is what females do a lot, bro. They don't want to leave, but then they'll leave to see if you follow them. They do that in relationships, and I see they do that in their friendships. If you knew you didn't want to leave, or if you was that mad, the point I'm trying to make is, why when y'all in y'all feelings, y'all do something and expect somebody to follow you and chase you and console you and all that types? Even in this situation, that's what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But overall, that expectation on people, you probably think it's major. They think it's petty. That's why they didn't follow you. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be on the phone, it seemed like she was kind of being a little petty that night, or blew it out of proportion. Or she probably had the right reason to be this mad. I don't know. Nobody was there, bro. That's why it's a missing case. We don't know. But for them to know that her feet was hurting, for them to know that her battery was dying, you know what I'm saying? This is the friend's fault. I'm not even gonna lie, because I know she was probably drinking. This is the friend's fault.
She was heading to Adria's house, and she was still intoxicated and didn't want her mother to see her in that state. Adria was almost home and told Iwona that she would leave keys outside for her. CCTV footage at the beach shows a man in a plaid shirt walking a small distance behind her with a towel over his shoulder. He has never been identified. The next morning, Adria noticed that the keys that were left out for Iwona were never used, and she never arrived at the apartment. Iwona remains missing to this day, and none of her clothing or possessions from that night have ever been found. Number 4. Nearly 9 months after the strange disappearance of 29-year-old Lauren Dumolo from Cape Coral, Florida, police released CCTV footage in which she was applying for a job at a gas station.
I'm trying to think too. I ain't even gonna lie. The scariest thing in the world, bro, I think they said this in the beginning, I'm looking at it now, is when one of your loved ones come up missing, and then you see the CCTV footage or the video, whatever y'all want to call it, the cam footage of their last moments, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that you thinking is what's going through their mind. How do they feel? Was they scared? Was they forced? You know what I'm saying? This is the only footage you got of their last moments. And I don't know if it's 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, but after somebody come up missing, what is it? 72 hours? It's like a 90% chance they done. They is done, you know what I'm saying? It's either 72 hours, it's not 48 hours for sure. Is it 96? It's one of them, bro. It's one of them, but yeah, they done.
Lauren was living with her boyfriend, Gabriel Pena, at the time, in the Coronado Parkway apartment.
$1 shirt?
In her teen years, Lauren had been in a car accident, which led her to having to take prescribed medication. She became addicted, but after giving birth to her daughter, she fought hard to kick the habit. She would relapse, however, and lose custody of her daughter to her parents. On the 21st of June, 2020, she checked herself into a mental health facility. But upon being released on the 18th, she immediately started to look for a second job, which she was applying for at a gas station. Lauren's sister, Cassie, said that she spoke to Lauren that night, and
you could tell she was up there trying though. And if you got kids out there, that's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you better do. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, an addiction is for real. It's hard to kick it. I am happy. I am very grateful that throughout my life I didn't have an addiction, because that's hard to kick. That's why I don't clown people. I seen it in real life. I seen it with my family members. But when you really try to kick that, to go ahead and get yourself right, your life right, or try to get your kids back, you can only respect it, bro. They can call her whatever they want to call her. She's still trying to get herself right. An addiction to most people, it's kind of like, it's like breathing. You know what I'm saying? You can't go without it. And for everybody like, look, if y'all never had one, be grateful, bro. Listen to what I'm saying to the people that do have them. When y'all see people down the street screaming and then I'm telling you, bro, it's real.
And that she was worried that she wouldn't find another job, since the coronavirus pandemic was in full swing. Cassie told her to phone back the next day so that she could help Lauren find information on filing for unemployment if it was needed. The following morning, Gabriel left for work at 6 a.m. while Lauren was still sleeping. A maintenance worker saw her at 8:15 a.m. and she asked if she knew of any apartment complexes in the area that would be cheaper to stay at, stating that she wanted to get out of her current situation. Her family has stated that this conversation doesn't make any sense, as she had just borrowed money from Cassie to pay her rent in full, as she liked living there. At around 10 a.m., Lauren's phone was used to make a Facebook call to Gabriel's phone, but he didn't answer as he was too busy to see the call. That would be the last known activity from Lauren.
You know what somebody told me on my Instagram? Goes, I don't know if you noticed this, but when you do the missing person videos, you give them a better chance of being found or helping out what's going on. Your videos get between 150 to like 300, 400,000 views. And I was like, man, I never looked at it like that, bro. I be doing these videos because I enjoy them. Y'all enjoy them. But at the same time, most of these be current videos. And they was right. I get hundreds of thousands of views on these videos. I don't care if the chance go up 1% or 2%, I'm helping. I feel good about that, bro. I'm not even lying. I think that's dope. When
Gabriel got home that evening, she wasn't home, and he contacted her father, Paul, in California. But they decided to wait and see if she turned up. The following day, Cassie asked Gabriel to contact her as soon as he got home to let her know if Lauren was there.
No.
But he stated that he wasn't going home and would be staying over at a friend's house. Paul asked Gabriel to file a missing persons report, and Gabriel stated that he had already called, but the police hadn't shown up.
I bet you any kind of money Gabriel didn't call, bro. I bet you any kind of money Gabriel didn't call, bro. And he did it, he's so sloppy with it, he act like the family not gonna follow up. Did you really make a police report? My daughter is missing. We want to see if her boyfriend made a police report before we make another one. So y'all ain't got two looking for the same, you know what I'm saying?
Paul would later learn that there had never been a call made to police.
Told you.
That weekend.
Told you, bro. I told you. They didn't even look like they been together. They don't even look like... I'll tell you like this. If you come at me and say, hey, your girl missing, I'm not finna lie and say I made a police report. Why? I'm finna flip out where she at. Let's go try to find him before we made the police report. Are y'all sure? Where was the last place? Just automatically he lied. I know it. I know it.
Lauren's purse was found at the Four Freedoms Park with her wallet, ID, and bank cards inside. She still remains a missing person.
Wow.
Number 3.
Wow.
The last time that Prisma Reyes was seen before her unsolved disappearance was at the Olympus at Ross Apartments in Old East Dallas on the 17th of April, 2019. In surveillance footage taken from the apartments, she is seen seemingly stumbling around near elevators in the building's garage. That afternoon, Prisma left her job at a car dealership and traveled to the E-Bar Tex-Mex restaurant on North Haskell Avenue. She had lunch.
Like I said, these last moments is crazy. This is not no reenactment. This is not no paid actor. This is none of that. That's really her. You know what I'm saying? And we watch the last moments is crazy. Outside your house, be comfortable, bro. Be comfortable in your house, because outside your house, I promise you, life is crazy. Here today, gone tomorrow. If you make it here tomorrow, you might be going the next day. You know what I'm saying? Life is
lunch with her ex-boyfriend, during which they got into an argument and he ended up leaving. She then phoned her babysitter to inform her that she would be picking up her son at 7:30 p.m. and stayed at the restaurant for a further 3 hours until the barman refused to serve her any more drinks. She then left the restaurant and was involved in a road rage incident, which resulted in police being called. When they arrived, she had, however,
temptations, bro. When women are mad, I'm not saying she did that on purpose. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. But when they mad, they don't care. Her temper has something to do with that. That car accident, the road rage get up. And again, these are just my opinions. I'm not saying her temper did. I'm just saying, listen to the story. With me knowing life, with me knowing women. And yeah.
Already left the scene. It's not believed that the incident had anything to do with her disappearance, though. Prisma then drove to her ex's apartment.
Hold on, what just happened? She left us, what?
Incident, which resulted in police being called.
Okay.
When they arrived, she had, however, already left the scene.
What did she do?
It's
yeah, it was
not
her
believed
fault.
that the incident had anything to do with her disappearance, though. Prisma then drove to her ex's apartment, where she was captured on CCTV, talking on her phone and getting into an elevator.
So she hit that car and she in the same Jeep and she's still on another. I told you, her temper got something to do. Bro, she was on one of
the resident would later tell police that she was crying at the time.
Exactly.
The person that she was speaking to on the phone was also tracked down, but they didn't have any useful information. Her ex wasn't home at the time, and although Prisma was never seen leaving the building, not all of the building's exits have security cameras.
Whoa.
When she didn't arrive to pick up her son from the babysitter, they became concerned.
So you mean to tell me, after the accident, she went to her boyfriend's house, hop out the car, she mad, she crying, she on the phone with somebody, maybe the home, look, she on the phone with somebody that ain't got nothing to do with it, because like he just said, the police investigated him, and they already, all right, bro, you ain't got nothing to do with it. Did she go inside her boyfriend building, right? And then she never come out again? Even though they said her boyfriend was, yeah. They said her boyfriend is not home. He wasn't home. Oh, it's not. Her boyfriend, the bitch, yeah. He did it, bro. He found her somewhere in that building. Her car still parked in the front.
And she was reported missing at 9:30 p.m. Her Jeep was found abandoned at her ex's apartment building the following day, blocking an intersection near the apartment gate, indicating that she didn't intend to stay there for very long. No evidence of foul play was ever found, but to this day, no further trace of Prisma has ever been found either. Number 2.
That one was crazy, bro. We're gonna come back with number 2 and number 1. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Yeah, y'all be cool. Y'all be cool. Till next time, 100.